What's cracking, y'all? I'm starting up a new puzzle series, and the basis of the puzzle series is to try to climb towards 3,000 puzzle rating, but I'm trying as hard as I can not to care about my puzzle rating at the same time. If I go down, I feel like that helps me get those puzzles down in that lower rating to build upon and eventually improve. So I'm going to take a maximum of 5 minutes per puzzle to figure out my first move, and if I don't know the move, I'm going to take my best stab, and if I don't get it right, or don't understand the puzzle, I'm going to analyze it and figure out how it works. And I think that'll help me get as many puzzles in as I can while still really giving myself some time to analyze the puzzle and think about what might be happening. I feel like I'm hypothesizing that 5 minutes might be the sweet spot for this sort of thing. So I'm going to try and make it happen. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for following along. Let's get right into it. All right, let's push some puzzles. Hopefully we can continue this climb. Not that we care about the rating. But it would appear that I'm being forced to trade the rook right now, you know? I guess I'm pretty confused. Okay, so this, I have 2 pawns, white has 2 pawns, and a knight. If I take this, I can also take the knight. Can I not take the knight for some reason? I feel like I'm going to have to race with this pawn. Alright, so interesting little end game scenario here. It feels like my pawn is going to win the race, but I have to make sure this doesn't queen. So I'm thinking maybe the trick is that I can't take the knight. I have to just like sit here and guard the knight, and when this pawn pushes, I have to stop it. Actually, this might be a really nice square for my king, because then the knight can't move, it can't escape, and I'm also right next to this pawn if it should ever try to take. But it has to start with this, right? I have to trade off this rook, so I'm here, 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 push the pawn. I'm assuming this pawn probably starts pushing, and then at some point I'm just going to have to just go here, probably before the pawn arrives here. Or maybe even afterwards, actually. But I don't think there's a whole lot, like there's not a whole lot white can do. I'm just pushing this pawn up the side, and nothing's going to be in time. All I have to do is just make sure this pawn doesn't queen. It's not like white's not going to be in time if you try to take my pawn and then push this one. So this is the only thing that I have to worry about. I have the knight totally taken care of. I'm definitely trading off this rook. And then I'm just pushing the pawn, I'm assuming. Okay. And now I jump to here. I'm just pushing. So I'm not going to take this knight. It's a waste of time. And I'm putting my king in the corner so that white has time to go support the pawn. Oh, wait a second. All right. No, if white wastes some moves bringing the king, that's too much of a waste of time, right? So if now I have this, and I'm already ahead of the white pawn. So here, 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 and I'm just gone. It's over. Like you can come support your pawn, but I'm just too close to. I'm just promoting. I don't care about that, do I? I could go here. This is the moment of truth, I guess. So, I mean, I could go here, or I could go here and ensure that I take the pawn if it pushes. If I go here, white can just go here, though, and that's actually really annoying because I can't take the pawn. But I think I'd probably just go win the pawn race, right? And I'm still right. Yeah, I'm gonna queen a full like 2 moves before white queens. I'm just gonna go make a queen. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Good start. Good start. Starting off with a bang. That's what we like. We like bangs. All right. So my bishop is under attack. I do have mating ideas, but that's way too slow given the circumstances. I don't mind this, but okay, the knight's here though. I could attack the rook. This open file is interesting. I was thinking about trying to sack for a second. Like this, okay, so if I were to sacrifice, the king would have to take, and then this is a double check, which is kind of cool. And the king, it's almost mate. It's mate. Yeah, okay, that's going to be mate. So I sacrifice the queen, king has to take, knight to here, checking the king with 2 different pieces. And the king can only move back to exactly where it was, and then my rook is going to be opened up to come down for the checkmate. It's a nice one. Double check. Rook up here. Checkmate. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Let's keep it rolling, dude. Let's keep it rolling. 27, here we come. Not that we care about the rating, dude. All right. What do we have here? Interesting. Like I don't really see a whole lot happening here. Is there, like I must be able to like draw the. This is like almost interesting. The fact that my queen is taking away this, it makes the back rank look pretty dangerous. Huh. Okay. Not seeing it quite yet. How do I... What's my threat here? Can I trap the queen, actually? Does this trap the queen? I feel like it does. Where's the queen going? I don't think... I think the queen's toast. I think this just traps the queen. Yeah. It takes away these files, so all of these squares are taken away. Queen can't go here because my rook has that. Queen can't go here because my pawn has that. And that's everything the queen can do. This diagonal is its only way to get off these files. I think if I just go here, my queen's protecting my rook and the queen's trapped. And I mean, white has a check, but I can just take that and my rook is still protected. This traps the queen. I mean, that seems like a really good move. There might be a checkmate. I'll give this another minute probably, but it seems like a pretty good move. Especially because I'm really not seeing a checkmate. I don't really know what I would do. Yeah, I'm trapping the queen. It's got to be this, I think. That sucks, man. What? Oh, does this work somehow? No, it doesn't. Huh. I got to analyze that. That felt like a really good move. All right, what we got here? Okay. Yeah, I'm actually going to check my move first. How does this now? What does this do? Rook e2. Rook e2 attacks my queen back. Maybe that makes room for the queen. That sucks. Okay. All right. So you can mutually attack me back. It's a spicy little move. B1. Huh. Okay. What was the answer to the puzzle? I should have thought about it a little longer. That's the... Come on, really? I had the right idea, I just did it with the wrong rook. I didn't realize that my queen was protecting this one. And I thought about that too, and I just didn't, I don't know. I didn't process that this rook move. So what's the... Now this doesn't work? Why doesn't this work now? What's the difference? Wait a second. Here... Takes a2. Why can't you take here? Oh, because then you lose a rook. So I'm attack. So the rook and the queen are protecting each other, and this rook wasn't involved in that. So I win a rook at the end of the line. Okay, tough puzzle. Okay, man. So like you have to figure out that idea that you can trap the queen and then consider the implications. I just didn't see this move. This is a beautiful move. So when I do this, I'm threatening to take the queen with this rook, and this rook is also, it has another job. It's protecting the queen. So if I threaten with this rook, I'm still protecting with my queen, and I miss this fact. Then I'm protecting the queen here. So when this happens, my rook still has my queen. So if I take the queen, I lose my queen, but it's protected this time. And in the other configuration, I would take the queen, and then the queen would just be hanging after the rook comes here, so it wouldn't be protected. Cool. All right. Like, that's the type of depth I want to see in these puzzles. It feels like I'm making progress when I see stuff like that. Like, the puzzles are getting harder. It's just another layer that I had to figure out. I saw the like, sort of under overarching concept, but I missed the technical aspect of it because I didn't consider every little wrinkle of the puzzle. All right, that was a -10, so I've pretty much taken a full step back on my on the day, but it's good. That was good. All right, so we have a hanging knight. I've got a fork here. The fork's a protected bishop, but it is a fork. Yeah, this check. I mean, those two knights in there look like a problem. Where's the king? So the king could actually fork my business here. Okay, what happens if I take the knight? That looks like a pretty good move to me, because if my knight moves, I'm going to be checking the king. I'm setting up like a nice situation here. Like, this seems a little annoying maybe after I take it. Ooh, but I have this, and then this is hanging too. Because if the pawn takes and I take the rook, Okay, that feels like a familiar pattern. That feels pretty good. This feels like just an obvious hanging piece first move. So I'm setting up this discovered attack, but like I was afraid of this move, but this actually works really nicely after the queen moves. I think I do have a hanging knight here. Oh, okay. So I was missing the fact that my knight is just hanging off the bat. So I can, if I take here, takes, and we just trade it, and I do have this set up for the discovered attack. But then like the bishop, then the bishop can't block because I take with the queen. Huh. Okay. Complicated line here for sure. I still feel like I have to take this. If this takes, I have knight jump out of the way, check, and the king can move several different places, and that doesn't look that good to me, honestly. So I don't really know what's going on. All right. So do I do this first for some reason? Do I give a check so that I can take their knight? I feel like it probably has something to do with that. But if this happens and then the king comes, it's attacking both of my knights. I feel like it's got to be something like that. I think this is my only check though, right? And that would save my knight. Saves my knight and checks the king, but then I have material getting attacked here. Is there some reason why the king taking here would be a problem for the king? I don't really see why that would be a problem. So I'm thinking at this point, here, here, here. If the king takes, do I have any cool moves? I don't really see any. Is the bishop coming in cool? Alright, approaching 4 minutes. I feel like I'm kind of running out of ideas here. I feel like it's probably this. I got to get my knight to safety, but it's not really to safety if the king comes to here is my problem. Or here. I can't go there because the knight has that. So yeah, so this move is what's concerning to me. Here, here, or here, here, here. King takes knight. I don't think my queen's really threatening that much. I don't have a whole lot of other pieces doing much. How do I weave a mating net here? Alright, we're coming up on 5 minutes. This is my best idea. Let me see if this is right. I don't think... If I take this knight first, I don't really know what happens. Don't have a good feeling about this. I definitely haven't felt this out. Okay, so I take this first. And then, what do I have? So I have a discovered attack. I wasn't really seeing anything that, like... Is there a cool place that my knight can go to attack something? I don't know. I don't see where I want this knight to go. This felt good, but what do I do? It's that? Wow. Like I was worried about this or something. What's the idea from here? Oh, this forks the queen. And so the bishop would have to take and then I take, but that's not really doing anything, is it? I don't understand what's going on here. What is this? I don't know. Wow, attack the rook and then this fork? I still don't get it. It's a tough one. It wasn't this? Okay. I don't know. Did I take the pawn? Still not seeing the point of this one. This? Oh, this forks the rook. Ah, wow. That's a really, really hard puzzle. Okay. I should have seen the fork after all was said and done there, but if that was the whole point, is that I can, like... Wow, that's hard. Okay. I'm going to look at that one more time just to make sure I understand what's going on. Because I don't think I fully do understand what's going on. But the idea is that I can take this knight, knowing that I'm losing my knight because I'm setting up a discovered attack on the king. And from here... Man, so yeah, I mean, this feels like the most natural move to me, just like kind of supporting my knight on an outpost, checking the king. I was worried about this, though. I guess that just loses the bishop. Yeah, that just loses the bishop. I don't know why I was worried about that. But if I go here, So the king has a bunch of moves, but I guess the point is that I can come here and the rook is just not, it just doesn't have anywhere to hide. So this is a discovered attack. The king's gonna have to do something about the check, and now my queen sneaks to here, which is just a big problem because the knight, or the rook only has 2 squares to go to, and no matter where the king was, what if the king was here? If the king had moved to here, I don't really know what I'm doing. Does the same idea still apply? This is a this is a tough puzzle. Like a couple moves into the puzzle, there's so many lines to calculate. I don't really want to analyze it. I'm gonna analyze it. I think I have to analyze it. That's the point of this. That's the point of the series. I'm analyzing the puzzles when I lose. So let's take a look at this. I thought I was going to be able to understand it from just looking at it, but there are a couple lines that I'm concerned about. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so I'm wondering what happens if the king comes here after these 2 moves, because the king had three moves, and then the bishop could have blocked. That's a lot to think about for me, you know. Is this somehow good? G6 is what it's telling me to play. Like, what do you mean, dude? Nothing's happened so far, you know? Like, how am I supposed to have the positional understanding that somehow I have compromised White's position so greatly by just having the king come to here? Like, the best move in this position is pawn to G6. And, like, what happens from there? King F1. So, I guess White just, like, really doesn't want the king there. If the king doesn't go to F1, what am I doing? So, like, what else? What's a different move that could happen here? I don't know. What's, like, a normal developing move? Here. Queen D2. Okay, and then I'm going to force... Okay, so the bishop moving actually was a problem, so let's go back there. Kind of change the position. I don't know. Maybe a pawn push over here. Bishop G7. Bishop G7. It wants me to fianchetto and attack the rook. So okay, so the rook just becomes a big target here, I guess, is the point. I don't know. Really tough puzzle there, dude. I don't feel bad about not getting that. Sometimes there are just those puzzles that are really hard to understand. Let's keep it rolling. All right, I am back below 1600, or 2600. Not that we care about the rating, you know. Hopefully they give me like a nice one here. Just be nice to me, please, game. You know. That was such a mean puzzle. I definitely could have gotten the first one right. All right, so I'm here. Is this just mate in 2? That would be so nice if it was. I don't think it is quite. I think the king is escaping over here. There must be a quick mate here, though, right? Here, 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 here. Gonna win a pawn. Seems kind of nasty. Oh, okay. Once my bishop moves off, my knight can jump to here, though. So that I was thinking about the king being here. Here, if the king comes here, what about this knight check? There is gonna force the king to go back here, and then that's mate. Okay, so I can. The knight can come save the day, I think. So here, 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 and now the king is forced to this square, and this is mate. Right? I don't think there's anything to do about that. Yeah, that's working. Thank you. All right, good. 5 points back. Not that we care about the rating. Let's keep it rolling. This one is almost checkmate. King comes here. So if I go here first, this check is possible. Okay. Here. Where's the good check? I feel like one of these knight checks is going to be good, maybe. Can I... This is super annoying. I don't think... The rooks aren't doing anything at all, though. So as long as my king isn't on a dark square, I think I can probably make some slow move. So I think I probably have to weave the mating net with my other pieces. The king is not going to be able to help out of here, I don't think. So... Here... And then I want to just be able to bail on the pawn. So if I go here, the king comes here and is totally trapped. My knight has my pawn. But I need the knight probably to deliver the checkmate. So I'm thinking if I go here, then I'm supporting the pawn and I can checkmate with my knight, is my thought process. And I'm going to have 2 different squares that I can checkmate with my knight, which is cool. I could go here or here. Okay, so let me visualize this. Okay, so it's here, here. I'm thinking this move because the rook supports the pawn, which is really assisting with the mating net, taking away that square. King's got these two. The king's in a box. King's going to be totally trapped. The question is, after this slow rook move, is there anything that white can do to prevent checkmate? Because I'm going to be threatening checkmate with my knight on this square. That'll be checking the king. Or this square, that'll be checking the king. There's no way white takes away both these squares with that move. And there's no checks because my king's on a light square, bishop can't access it, and my rook is going to be in the way of my king. This works, I'm pretty sure. Here is forced. Knight's got that covered. And then I'm just slowly bringing my rook in to keep the mating net alive so that I can jump my knight into for the mate. I'm confident in this. Here, nothing you can do about it. There's nothing to be done. My knight has two different squares to jump to. You're not covering both of them. Excellent. This is the one. Sick. Sick. All right, we're clawing our way back. All right, a lot of tension in the middle here. This is a free pawn, it would appear, as it stands. What else do I have? I don't think there's going to be any checks. I think it's going to be something to do with all this tension here. There might be some kind of fork. The knights do be jumping. I don't think I want to take this. The queen coming in the middle seems kind of bad. That's pretty well protected. But if I go here, can I just like go on a rampage with my pawn? That looks interesting. If I go here, I'm threatening a knight. If this gets taken and I take, I'm still threatening about my queen's being threatened now. Okay, a lot of action. There's a lot of different first moves to consider here, unfortunately. This, and this, I think, are sort of the ones that I'm looking at right now. So I want to fully explore this pawn first because I already started thinking about it. So if the knight takes, I take with the knight. I want a pawn. I'm not really threatening anything after that. Oh, I was thinking about the bishop. That was my thought process. So if I take the bishop, it's protected by the knight and the queen. So here, man, it's so hard to think about everything that's happening here. Here, and then I'm here, and we've traded a bunch of stuff, and now the knight is pinned, though. Oh, and I can attack it. So that's why I think this pawn move is interesting, because it opens up the file, and now all of a sudden I have pieces looking at this bishop. I think I like that. So here, probably this happens, and then I'm thinking if I take this, takes back, and then I can attack the pinned knight. But then the bishop can check. Ugh, this is a mess, dude. This is such a mess. I don't know. I feel like this opens up the center and makes like a lot of things interesting. There are multiple moves that white can make after this, including taking my knight and threatening my queen. And I think in that instance I have to take back. And then like the knight can jump in and threaten my queen again. It's all really annoying. So what is the key? I don't think I take this first. Maybe it's this. Takes. I'm threatening that actually looks kind of interesting. I think I like that better now, actually. If I take here, and the knight tries to take my knight, then this opens up, and maybe that's more interesting. This is always annoying if my knight ever takes this. Unless I haven't pushed this pawn yet, I guess. But I'm thinking that I want to push the pawn to attack the knight in the middle. So here. I'm attacking the knight, also attacking the bishop, which is being protected by the knight. It feels like that's... I think I like that best. Here is attacking... Ah, man, I don't know. It's really hard for me to tell. It's got to be one of these two moves. And either way, white is not forced to take any of this stuff. All right, this is going to be one I'm going to have to analyze, even if I get it right, probably. I think I like this a little better. I'm not confident, though. All right, was it the pawn? I have to do this, right? I don't have a check, do I? What just happened? So I take the queen first, maybe? I don't know what this is. I take the queen. Take the... Oh, wow. But this wasn't forced, man, so it's so confusing, you know? But I think I'm going to take... I think I take the queen and then take the knight, and I'm still double attacking pieces. Is the point. So wait, the bishop moved out of the way, though. But I still might as well do this, right? Or would I rather do this? I don't understand, I guess. And then and then, yeah, so this is actually still a huge threat. So if the bishop tries to move away, or the bishop takes my pawn, I just take the bishop, so I'm threatening a bunch of pieces. But again, why, what about the other lines, you know? It's just too much to consider. There's too many things. So let's analyze this one. So it wants me to take with the pawn, which seemed like a great move. I was on that one for a while, and then unfortunately when 5 minutes hit, I was thinking more about this, but I think I kind of knew it was wrong in the back of my mind. But I didn't see why, so it didn't really matter if I thought what I thought. So I considered this, and it looked interesting. You know, it looked like there was definitely some stuff happening. My queen's under attack. It opens up the file. I'm attacking this. There's definitely a ton of tension, but this wasn't forced even. So, you know, why? Who am I to assume that that's just absolutely going to happen when? I guess if the knight tries to move out of the way of my attacking pawn, then there's only one piece protecting the bishop, so I'm going to win the bishop. Okay, so yeah, there was a lot of tension on this bishop, and I'm attacking one of the two pieces that's protecting it. So it felt like the move. I should have made the pawn move, but I didn't fully see it, so whatever. We're learning. Okay, but the bishop does take in the puzzle, and it's still very interesting after this. The queen trade with check takes me out of this attack so that I can deal with some other stuff, because I am attacking two pieces right now, right? So I'm down a knight right now, but if I take here, I have the ability to win at least one of those pieces back. But if I take here, then I'm still attacking the bishop, and I'm also attacking this pawn. So I am attacking two pieces still. And on the next move, if I take here, and the bishop tries to move away, then I can take the pawn, and there's still huge threats here. The bishop doesn't even have where to go. The bishop's trapped. I guess that's a big part of the thing. Yeah, bishop has nowhere to go. All of its squares are... I guess it could go back here, actually. This is the only safe square, it looks like. But this is just a big threat. I don't know. Tough puzzle. Okay, let's keep it rolling. We're learning. We're learning out here. Let's keep it rolling. Tough. That hurt my feelings, though. Okay. This looks like a good check. King to here is the king's only move. Oh, is it just mate in one? It's not mate in one. Oh, but the bishop has to block, right? And then this is mate. I think that works. Yeah, so bring my other rook in. King can't go here. Oh, the king can go here right now, though. But if it does, this is mate. Yeah, okay. So either way, it's checkmate. Yeah, okay. So here, king has two options. Bishop can block. King can go here. If the bishop blocks, this is checkmate. If the king goes here, this is checkmate. Nice, very nice, very nice. All right, cool. Hopefully they give us another relatively straightforward one, so I can get back to where I was. I feel like I've been relatively sharp on the puzzles today. I'm not feeling bad about my performance whatsoever. I think I'm piecing it together, preparing for another push shortly here soon, I hope. All right, my rook is under attack. It doesn't have a lot of places to go. I kind of just like trying to dive in with my queen, threatening black's rook. I don't have a big attack, though. It's just my queen, but it feels like, I don't know. The rook can just move out of the way. It's not really a big deal. So that doesn't feel like a great move. Alright, my knights can jump a little bit. This pawn's kind of stupid. I can just take this pawn with the rook. My rook is protected back here. It's being attacked by the queen. That's a little scary, for sure. Oh, wait, the fork. Fork looks pretty delicious. That looks like a delicious fork. Here, so here the queen can move here. I take the knight. The pawn is protected by my rook. This just wins a knight, right? Ooh. Okay, so the knight can take both of my rooks if I try to take the queen, though. So if I go here, 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 and I can win the knight back. That wins 2 points of material. Oh no, my queen is under attack. Oh man, it's not just my rook. Okay, so this is not a good idea given the circumstances. Right here, here, and like I can take here, but that's not good. That's bad. Okay, so I don't think that's working. Is there a way that I can save my rook and then do that? Can I win a tempo somewhere? How do I save this rook? Is there like a threat I can make? If I threaten the rook right off the bat, yeah, maybe that works because then my queen isn't getting forked. So if I go here, I'm threatening, yeah, that actually might work because then my queen isn't getting forked over here. So if I go here first, this is the type of puzzle solving that I need to be reaching. I don't even know if I'm right, but I thought through a puzzle situation, saw a reason why it didn't work, and now I'm thinking of a solution to that problem, which is this is the type of wheel turning that I'm looking for. I'm definitely making even if I don't get this right, I'm having very good logical reasoning happening in the puzzles. So I go here, threaten the rook. The rook's got to move out of the way, which is then going to give me time to make this fork situation happen. I think that looks great to me. We're approaching 4 minutes. I don't think I'm doing better than this. Awesome. And now I'm pretty sure I just fork, and then I'll lose both rooks, win the queen, and be able to take the knight at the end of the line. So I win 2 points of material. Looks great to me. Oh, that's a solve, baby. That's a solve. I definitely take the knight now, right? This is a little scary. The queen gets in here. I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely taking the knight. Awesome. Awesome, dude. Awesome. All right. Check. Okay, so there's a rook backing this up. I missed that there's a rook backing this up. But this is check. What else is happening here? I mean, this is happening, I guess. But don't I just take here and then take here? And then I'm protecting my knight? That looks pretty good to me. I think I've considered like all things here. Take here with check, which is going to give me time. I could take with my queen, too, and try to force stuff off. So what's the material count here? So I'm down an exchange, it would appear. And this would win the exchange back. And then I just win a piece right after that. So this is the confusing aspect of it to me, I guess. Why does it matter whether I take with the queen or the rook? I imagine looking at the queens, like having the queens looking at each other is better. But I think I definitely have to do this first. This, like, winning an exchange with check feels like it gives me time to deal with this knight. If I take with the queen, there must be some like weird in-between move that white has that makes a difference why I would want to take with one of these two pieces. And that's throwing me for a loop. Maybe I would want to take with the rook to try to maintain some kind of mating threat here. It feels like it absolutely has to start with this, though, to me. Ooh, hadn't thought about this yet, though. Because the pawn is pinned. Wow, okay. And that... then I don't lose the bishop. That might be better. But then the king is going to move out of the way. I don't know. I don't know if I like that better. Uh-oh. That definitely brings some questions, though. Okay, this rook is pinned right now. Oh, so does that... Wait, is this just mate, actually? Okay, this is just checkmate. Because the rook is pinned. After all that. After all, like, thankfully I was having questions about what's going on. This is checkmate, right? Am I a dingus? There's nothing that can happen here. My knight is protecting my queen. The rook can't take because it's pinned. The king has nowhere to go. It's mate and one. We're back, baby. We're back. We're back. Not that we care about the score, but we care a little about the score. Oh, sorry, I forgot to switch the scene. I'm always forgetting to switch the scene. It's hard to remember to switch the scene. All right, this is gonna be my last puzzle. Hopefully, we can end it on a win and be up a little bit on the score, even though we don't care about the score. I mean, why am I not just doing this? You know, it just seems like when things like this are available and I'm not doing them, I get so confused. The queen is skewering my pieces. There's a lot of bad things happening here, actually. I'm down... What, am I down in exchange again? So I have 3 pieces to 2, and I have 1 rook to 2. I'm up a pawn, but down in exchange. Okay. Feels like I can win the exchange back right here. Oh, wait a second. My queen is behind that knight. Okay. What about this? Is this mate? That'll definitely make the bishop move. This is almost checkmate. Oh, there's a rook here. Okay. That's why we look at the board. That's why we spend time looking at the board. Because I'm a blind person. It feels like this is a major threat, though. I guess the queen can just go here. No. Yeah. How about this, though? Ooh. Spicy little meatball. The bishop blocks. This feels like a windmill possibility here. So I go here. A bunch of pieces can block. The king can't move at all. So the bishop blocking is kind of a problem. And then maybe I've got some knight jump and then coming over here. This looks really bad. This looks bad. This looks like a situation that white doesn't want to deal with. I think I like this check. So the rook can block it, but it's not going to be protected by anything. The bishop can block it. And that's a problem, sort of. But then this check, it feels like things start to get very spicy. Can I just attack a bunch of stuff? So here, 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 double check. I gotta keep giving checks. I feel like I run out of them now. If the king goes here, what am I doing? Oh man, I really want this to work. Can I do this first? Wasn't there like a reason that I didn't want to do that? Oh yeah, the fact that my queen is hanging. Here. But maybe the bishop being in the way is actually good. So here, here, here. The king is just scooting out though. Oh man, I gotta get this one right. Oh man, it's gotta be one of these two, doesn't it? I feel like I don't want the king coming out. I think there's got to be some reason that the bishop coming out here is good initially, and then I go here. So rook's not doing anything. Is it this or this? I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see the end of the... There's something going on with a bunch of checks here. Some really annoying thing, I think. Maybe not. I could just be wrong. Here, here... What am I missing there? Here, and then the king comes here, and then I can jump here and give a check, but like once the king gets to here, what do I do? This bishop doesn't... Ooh! I was just thinking maybe this, but the queen obviously has that covered. I don't know. We're over 5 minutes, dude. I think I gotta spin one of these. I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna give this some more time. This forces this. And like this is a mate threat. That's definitely too slow. But if I could get in here, 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 here. I think I'm trying the knight move. I don't know. I don't know which one it is. I'm trying the knight move. I hate it. Oh god. I hate myself. Okay, was it this? Okay, so it's not that. I was just confused. I didn't know what to do here. What is it? Oh, this, maybe? Really, dude? It's just winning the exchange? The entire point is just to move my queen out of danger so that I can win the exchange? That sucks. You know, I mean, you can't say I didn't have the concept there. So what did that draw me to, rating-wise? Not that we care about the rating. I think I ended up, what am I down? Okay, I'm down 10 points on the day. After a good day, dude. That one felt good. I'm on the verge. We're gonna start cruising up towards 2,700 soon, I think. I'm feeling good. Feeling comfortable with these puzzles. Was very close to getting that one. Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker at the end, but thanks for watching. Catch you later.